All right, give it to me. Lay it on me. Yeah. Well, I tell you what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the same stuff as everybody else, only I'm dealing with it in a more upfront, straight up way. Been doing so for 10, 12 years now, trying to get it to where life is more worth living for everybody. Everybody, not just me, you too. And I believe that the Atlanta Journal Constitution is monitoring me. I need some people to interact with me in the city of Atlanta, where I'm based out of. Yeah, I need some help dealing with this issue. I need to connect to Mayor Andre Dickens. Yeah, because this is an issue that's important to him as to me. Yeah, and I need some help getting my medication because I don't function very well without my medication. I tend to want to fall asleep all the time, especially the more emotional I get in dealing with our problems. Yeah, I've been given COVID. I've had all kinds of pain and changes. Went isolation for a while. My drugs have been removed from me. That's my mental, neuro, emotional type drugs. I can't seem to get them anywhere, and I'm wondering, has there some sort of a block on me or whatever? I've been getting them for 20 years after being diagnosed as narcoleptic. Uh, See, I can't even think. It messes with my thinking when I don't have my drugs. But that's Rafferty did that. Brad Rafferty, yeah, Secretary of State. He's the one that signed that, co-signed for that treason to be published in Volume 29, 2004 edition of Official Code of Georgia, annotated. Title 40, Automobiles and Traffic, Chapter 14, Electronic Speed Detecting Device, Subsection 7, Concealment to Entrapment upon hill or reclusive place where it's unobservable. And they wrote me a super speeder ticket. Said I was going, what was that, 87 in a 60-mile-an-hour zone or something, or 55-mile-an-hour zone or something. Doesn't make any difference. You hear it on the other part of other videos of mine that are recorded on Facebook and YouTube under my name, Richard Moore, a last name Lowther. And it's like there's so many other bits and pieces of information I've saved and I'm passing on and putting together for in court. I recently was told by the place that I'm staying at here at Atlanta Housing Authority that I was going to be evicted for failing to maintain my contract with HUD. And I told them, well, I'm a protected witness victim according to U.S. Marshal Service, and here is the case number that'll substantiate the processing procedure of the case. U.S. District Court, Northern District of Georgia, zip code 30303. Uh, Justice Richard W. Story to preside over military tribunal as soon as I file again, uh, uh, to issue as treason unlawful performances of the government in law. And I never got any of my rights acknowledged. I never had, uh, they seized my driver's license. So I told the people here, look, I'm a substantive witness, and because dwelling place is substantive law, you need to bring me before a judge before you can evict me. It's just that simple. And I want to speak to Mayor Dickens and Andre Dickens. See, I'm having trouble without my meds. It's like, ooh. Okay, and I want to speak to Attorney General Chris Carr. we got to get this together. I got to get my meds. I got to get my reimbursement on my Social Security disability food stamps, and it's like, okay, I've had all kind of stuff seized from me. I'm being blocked on my telephone by Straight Talk, who's interfering with my contracted and agreed upon telephone service. And I've informed them several times, but I'm still being skewed. All right. And the other thing is that my computer's screwing up on me again. I can't handle the printer, which means everything is shut out. And I don't know how to. I'm not a computer person. I'm used to having somebody I pay to handle computer and typing and this, that, and the other stuff. And I handwrite documents, and it's like, okay, I've pushed them out of my life now since I've gotten into this, and I did it back 12 years ago when it first happened. And it's like I've got inventions and designs and concepts that are. I'm not in it for the money. I'm into it because I want to help people help themselves. So anyways, if you watch the rest of the videos and all these things on me, you'll see that I've got business plans and concepts there. I can't release all the information because if I do, somebody will steal it and take it off and probably sell it to some foreign country, like Chinese Communist Party. And it's like, no. The 11th Circuit Court of Appeals judges that are guilty in this case on Volume 29, Title 40, 2004 edition, everybody from 2004 edition forward is co-signing in the conspiracy to commit treason for financial profitable reasons. Now, if you can convince me it's not about that, then I go with you, but I can't be convinced of that because I can see through the nature of human beings. And it's like, how do I help you help yourself? Help me help you. Yeah. I need for the mayor, Mayor Adrian Dickens, to collaborate with me and see what I'm all about. And in this case, that it's up for renewal for a military tribunal prosecuting the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals and the whole state of Georgia for treason. There's nothing too big for we the people to overcome. Collectively doing the proper process and procedure. Take the time that it takes to do what's right because it's right. Attorney General Chris Carr, my issues go beyond just this act of conspiracy, treason, collusion, performance. I've got so many people that I have to sue for $1 trillion each because they are going to be adjudged as acts of treason against the American Constitution and against the American people. And somebody's got to do it, but you can't do it when you're a government employee. You have to be a person who's been a witness, victim, and substantiated a foundation of documents to have the position of private attorney general, congressional. That means House and Senate got together and said, hey, we need to have this kind of person available to help us when we hit the shit hits, when the stuff gets real. So anyways, it's like, okay, Congress has already given me permission to expedite, and pursue anyone to any level. All right. And they told collectively as a group to the United States Supreme Court, collective Supreme Court of the U.S., SCOTUS, that, hey, this needs to be a law. And SCOTUS said, okay, I pronounce it a law. I mandate the proper process, performance, and procedure by the appointed individual who is evidentially substantiated to be a private attorney general qualified to prosecute everyone up to the president. All right, so I mean, it's like, okay, so I'm the plaintiff, and I'm pursuing each one of them in my list for $1 trillion each person. And the decision as to whether they have performed inclusive acts that are treasonable, therefore treason, to be subject to the court and me about the suit. That money is going for a mentor metaphysical university union to help people rebuild America. Ozark Mountains, ridge line, center of it, 100 miles wide, 1,600 feet above sea level. I'm losing it. And my brain's dysfunctional because I'm not having my medication. And that was designed that way to get me to go to my doctor to get my prescription renewed. My prescription was stopped because of not having state of Georgia ID. So when I went to my doctor's office and went through the changes with that nurse, and then was told that I offended her somehow or another and they wouldn't be seeing me no more. And it's like, oh, this is a setup here. I took the prescription from that time and I had it for a while. But I felt my energy levels diminishing. And it's like, all right, it's like that happened. Then my Facebook page was seized by a brother and sister, Islamic, Muslim, whatever, who were managing Keep Georgia Red for Google, for Keep Georgia Red for the Republican Party in Georgia. And those two cut me off when I was trying to establish my link with the, I can't think right now, so it's hard to defend myself or the situation, or present the situation. It's like, okay, God, I want to go back to sleep. It's like, whatever. I was trying to reconnect with Special Services Operations, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the colonel that I'm interacting with. And it's like, okay, I was going to report into him. And then I got cut off at the end before I got a chance to establish a secondary link of communication. My computer screwed up a bunch of times. This last time, my screen blacked out completely. So I had to order a new computer, which I have very limited funds. And I ordered a new computer, same type of computer as the one I had before. And they sent me a disk with a program to wipe all information off of my computer and restore it to Windows 10 original programming. So it's like, okay, no, I'm not going to do that because I got the evidentiary recording of January 6th when I was trying to reestablish communication with President Donald Trump. And that's when they started busting in. And it's like, there was sometime in November, December, when I did manage to break through to Donald Trump, and he was in a meeting. So I called back in 15 minutes or whatever it was I was supposed to do. Anyways, I got in touch with Donald, and I got a business plan for him and all the details of the main ingredient is the electromagnetic drive shaft generator. which on the larger scale powers laser and photonic weapons and sonic weapons and rail cannons, and could power hospital. One of them on the roof could power the whole hospital with all its electrical needs. And these are designed to go into a body of a car, remove the engine, transmission, and install one of these electromagnetic drive shaft generators with compounding other electrical ingredients. Oh man, my brain! I need my brain back. My body hurts too. So, anyways, I need for Attorney General Chris Carr to get with me about what's going on, how I'm being publicly abused, how I'm being abused by governmental whatever infractions. I need my medication. I need my food stamps, and I need legal counsel. I haven't been able to get any legal counsel in all this. Of course, I haven't got time and energy to go into how the convolutions of the original foundation, with the Department of Justice being one incorporation and the Constitution being another, and the only agreement that's between the two is that the people, the American people, will be the ones to make the laws. All right, that the government, Department of Justice, cannot make the laws, but is to enforce the laws, and that's how they partially provide for themselves. They've been stealing shit all over the world for years. Department of Justice under various names, like OSI, Overseas Investigations, was overseas investment, and they swindled a lot of people out of some serious money. And then there was the World War II factor, the Department of Public Safety training people who spoke foreign languages to become the mayors and the governors and whatever of the European consulate over there, and they became businesses unto themselves. Yeah, so I mean it's and communism is the community of people involved in controlling. That's the Department of Justice and big business and people that provide manipulative services. And it's like, oh shit, I need some help with my understanding to do my job, which I'm the only person qualified to do this job. So yeah, I need the mayor to interact with me, because I'm going to wind up helping him in his future stuff. And I need Chris Carr to interact with me, because I'm going to wind up helping him in his future stuff. Hello. So the thing is that I got to watch out where I put my hands on this computer, because it makes it jump up funny. Okay. So there was a representative on shit. I'm brain dead right now. John Durham is U.S. Attorney General, Federal, D.C. Need his cooperation, and Glenn Hirschner is trying to shoot him down to keep him from interacting with me or whatever, to screw him up. And then we have the other one that's look up the World Economic Finance and get the downloads on them and what's going on with them. And I need to contact the U.S. Marshals. So, anyways, I gave the lady Teresa Robinson a message that said, use this information and give it to them. My files are open to you to use whatever, but send back the original copy after you copy it, and have your files and write a letter and do a series lineup of the handwritten pages, and to where a person can on the computer can turn page and view what I've written in them myself. And yeah, so that's part of it. Do just right and proper process in procedure of the rules of law. Now, the law requires that you have at least one semester of constitutional law. You can get that for free by contacting Hillsdale, Hilsdale, college, edu.com. All right, on the internet. You can get that first semester free. All you got to do is communicate with them. And Larry Arnn, ARN, is the president and developer of it. So tell Larry that I sent you. Yeah, tell him I need some help down here too. And it's about protect, defend, and preserve the institution of the Constitution of the United States of America that provides all good things for the American people. Now, this stuff that's going on, where Biden has caused the gas prices to raise up and all that, I think that there's a lot of corruption going on there, and I'm going to prosecute Biden, file suit on him, and let the judicial decision of what his actions are be the resultant form at this military tribunal. Yeah. And that needs to be done before the next election, like ASAP. I need to produce an audio video projection into the Department of Justice, State of Georgia, Department of Justice, Washington, D.C., U.S. Congress, Washington, D.C., and they need to have a copy sent just exclusively to them. Yeah. And then State of Georgia also included in that congressional report video. And it's like, I am here to do my job before I die. That means to get through this and set up the inventions and designs for rebuilding America and restructuring America. Get this across. And once I get this across and get it initially up on its feet and running, then if I'm still this tired, I'll give myself permission to die. Yeah. Or if God doesn't arrange for my permission to come ahead of my permission. All right. So I'm not in conflict with God. I work for him. Who's God? God is the creative source from which we all and all things do come. Yeah. You did not create yourself, and I did not create myself. So therefore, let me remember to rever and hold dear the life that I have, however painful it is. Yeah. And to thank God on a daily basis for letting me come out of the deep sleep for a little while. Oh, man. Before I return again. I am a metaphysical priest of the creative source. I am constantly studying and learning things of life in life. That's where, like Einstein, and I compare myself to him. I am a handyman. He was a patent clerk, studying and trying to understand the various patents and know them. And me, I'm a handyman. I study in considerable situations and I try to understand and know them. I've got a number of certifications and registrations in engineering and developments and this, that, and the other. But that's not important. Yeah. What's important is the intent and my attitude and my efforts. Henry Ford was a man who was an inventor who had a mechanical mind, and I think it was the New York Times that said he was an ignorant man, and he filed suit on the New York Times for back then, what was that, 1920 or something like that, for like $1 million, and won by the court of judges. Yeah, because he had presented that he had many highly educated, well communicative men working for him, yeah, who were his employees. He was not their employee. Yeah, so it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. There's a lot of ways to make a dollar, especially in this overpopulated world. You see, Fossey, he's been trying since AIDS to eliminate human beings' natural sexual desire and driving force. And that's how AIDS come about. You know? And that's like most of these things are manipulations. And Fossey definitely manipulated this. There's all kinds of substantive evidence. And he even admitted it himself. But it got redacted. You know what I'm saying? What is this redacted shit? They're trying to keep everything a secret rather than get open and honest with it. Yeah. So what I need for you to do, if you're in the Atlanta area, I want you to contact Attorney General Chris Carr, Attorney General for the state of Georgia. He needs to talk with me. And Adrian Dixon, the mayor of the city of Atlanta. He needs to talk with me. All right. We need to get this thing up, running and rolling, and change the financial situations of America. And you got to have the right way, means to do that which is just and right and proper. You know, so, oh man. All right. Be blessed, folks. I'm out of energy. And I'll talk to you later.